Morning everyone. Hold on. So I was promising to tell you guys about the batteries we've gone for. Just before we get any further, really, paid for these, not sponsored by the supplier. Didn't get them cheap, all them things. So this is just me. This is what we've gone for. I'm not saying you should go for these. Just give you a little bit of rationale why we've gone for them over other choices. So that's it, all the disclaimers are done. Right, so yeah, these are 100 amp hour lead acid carbon. Okay, so what is that? So you're all aware of lead acid with a wet electrolyte. These are a gel battery. Okay, so the electrolyte isn't liquid, it's actually held in a form of a gel. The added benefit of these is they have the carbon and graphene coating on the negative plates. Right, so what? So what is, let's go back a little bit. Your normal lead acid battery declines in performance over its life. Why does it do that? Well, when we talk about the marine world, it's generally because ineffective charging, partial charging, discharging past the 50% mark, which is really should be your bottom limit. Okay, so what happens then is you get a sulfate buildup on the plates, on the battery plates. So imagine lots of plates in a solution. They get like almost like a furry jacket on them. Now when you charge your batteries, that's all sort of knocked off and goes back into the acid solution. Happy days. But we don't really effectively charge lead acid batteries in the marine world. They have a pretty hard time. So what happens is they get 3/4 charged, 80% charged, discharged too much. And this sulfate that sticks to the plates basically gets harder and more resilient to charging. That's a big word for, oh, it's a Tuesday morning, but it's my Monday morning. Okay. It gets more resilient to charging. So it basically sticks there and you can't get it off. There are some charging cycles you can do, sometimes called equalization, that actually puts, instead of putting the normal 14 volts on there, it'll put like 16.5 volts on there, fizz the plates and try and knock that sulfur off. It's effective to a point. It only works on lead acid batteries that have the electrolyte, the acid in a liquid form. Okay, enough of waffling on about that. What does this do? Well, like I said, these have got the carbon graphene coating on the negative plates, and that helps prevent that sulfur buildup on the plates. And that means more life, more cycles. So let's think how much those cycles, probably how it changes. A normal lead acid battery will, sometimes the manufacturers will say 300 cycles. They're all slightly different. But what they mean by that is in perfect laboratory conditions. Guess what? On a boat, you don't get that. These, for 50% discharge cycles, they give you a figure of 3,000 cycles. So potentially 10 times more. You know, that's, in a typical year, that could easily be 10 years worth of battery life. And they actually have a design life of 15 years, these do. Okay, that's good. That's better than your bog standard lead acid battery you buy from a chandlery. So superior. So why not lithium? Lithium was where we were going to go. I was looking at that. Cost has really come into it, but lithium is where I was going to go. But the costs just become a bit why do I need to do that? And there are some critical things about lithium that you really have to think about. With these, you can take your old lead acid battery out, put these in, happy days, job done. You can't do that with lithiums. You need quite sophisticated battery management systems. You need to really look at temperature and the amount of charge that you give these batteries, and also you can overcharge them quite easily. So wiring those batteries up isn't a case of just putting to an alternator. When those, I'm not going to go too deep, but basically if you've got a management system, you can cut, the management system says those batteries have had enough, stops it dead. And that can blow up alternators as well if you're not very careful and you haven't put a dump battery in there as well. So I'm not going to get into that too much. I don't really want to on these kind of videos. It's not for that. But there's a lot of things you have to do. There's a lot of incurred costs for extra systems that you need to look after those lithiums. And I wonder where all this lithium's coming from. You know, lead, it's all over the place. Lithium is a finite resource. And now everybody wants a lithium battery in their car. You tell me where all that's coming from, because I don't know. I haven't researched it, but I have seen some images of great big holes in the ground, and even heard of trawlers dragging the seabed, trying to get it off the floor of the seabed, and God only knows what that's doing to marine life. Have a guess. I'm not saying that's true, I've just heard some stuff, so it makes me a little bit, I don't really like that. That's just one part of it. If we look at the costs, so a normal lead acid battery will cost you 80 quid, something like that. These are around about 240, something like that. But 10 times the life. So imagine buck for buck, or bang per buck, you're getting 10 times. So these should really be £800 if you did a comparison. Okay, so like for like, that 2.5 times the price. When you look at lithiums, we have to think about things a little bit differently. So a lithium, you can use 95% of what's in the battery. You can really only use half of this. So you really have to think of two of these to one equivalent lithium. Yes, that's right. So if we look at the sterling lithiums, and I was close, I've bought some of those for a job in here. I was close. They're 550 a piece. So 550, 500 for the same equivalent. Well, that's okay, that's fine. As a comparison again, the Victron lithiums are £1,100 each for the same. So twice the price of these. But if it's only price you're looking at, like I said before, you need those battery management systems to look after those lithiums. You cannot run lithiums without those management systems and quite sophisticated charging equipment. So when you're thinking about a bank of batteries, you would easily be adding £500–600 on top just for your management systems. And you better spend some good money on that, none of that Chinese rubbish. So there are, like I say, that cost starts to spiral, and it's not just for cost for me. I'm not going to go cheap, I'm not going to go there, but this is a fantastic, you've got your gels in the market already, you have for some time. You've got advanced glass mat, they've been around for a long time, and they are all better than the cheap shitty lead acids. This just takes it a step further with the carbon coating on the negative plates. Okay, and it's no more expensive than an equivalent Victron AGM. So it's a win-win-win-win really. I can't remember the life cycles on the Victron AGMs. If I remember correctly, it's something like 800 cycles. So still we're way off the chart with these. Way off the chart. 3,000, remember. So we've actually gone for 6 of these. So that gives us 600 amp hour battery bank, 300 amp hour usable. If I'd gone to lithium as a direct comparison, 300, that would have been 3 batteries, 550 a piece. That would have been 1650 just on the batteries alone from Sterling. 3,300 from Victron. And then like I say, you've got the battery management systems as well. I'm okay for tech. You'd think being an electrician, I'd be tech, all the bells and whistles. I don't really see the need. I really don't. We had a set of cheap batteries that last us 2 years. We had 3 years plus, and they're still going strong, our Trojan batteries, and they're all wet cell. You know, so I know how to look after batteries. I don't feel the need to spend £3,000 on batteries and another X amount on all that. So this is where we've gone. We've got 6 of these. Spoke to Aintree, and they're actually going to put me two battery trays on the swims, so I can I've got a home for them. Better to do that now than later. So I can balance the boat out a little bit. There is an advantage over lithiums, they're lighter, but on a boat, I really don't think it's an issue. In a camper van or something, you know, it can be. I've had 6 of these rolling around the van for a week, and I certainly know it. So yeah, in things like vans and things, yeah, lithium come into their own. It's a different ball game. But on boats, extra 100 kilos here and there makes really no difference. So right, that's where we've gone. Have I said everything I wanted to say? I think so. These are our choice. You can see there from AR Peachment. I went there last week looking at hybrid drives. I came away with 6 of these, and I'm really happy with it. Really happy with my choice. I'm not sponsored by them, like I've said before, but you can get them. AR Peachment, they are online, and I'll put the link down below. I think there are obviously other people selling lead acid carbon batteries now. I'm not sure the prices. I've not researched them too much. I just know, looking at the spec on these, they're going to give me what I want, and that's what it's all about. Okay, so there we go. There are batteries. Lovely. Can't wait to get these bad boys in, and I think they'll perform very well with our solar. I'll talk about that another time. Balancing what your solar can deliver, how many batteries you've got, what size your charger is. We'll look at that another time. This is just about the batteries. But these will deliver lots and lots of power for us when we're out cruising. I have no doubt about that. They have a 2-year guarantee as well. But like I say, 15-year design life, possibly 10 years or so plus in a real world application. So hey ho. Right, that's our little bit of battery stuff. I'm putting all stuff like this in this boat stuff playlist. Everything, our bubble stoves in there. When we went to buy some lighting for moonshine, I've put it all in this list. The building our Narrowboat playlist is just the build process. So anything I'm buying, and there's tons of that to do, will go in the boat stuff playlist. So if you want to see, if you're watching, you're not going to know this. If you're watching a video and you think, where'd you get those from? There's generally something in the other playlist that will tell you about why we've gone for what we've gone for. Okay, enough of me waffling on. It's 9:10. I need to go and do some work, so I'll go and reinstall a Webasto first, among other things. Thanks for watching. Hope that was informative for you. The link's down below for the supplier of these. But also, you know, give me your feedback, see what you think. You know, what have you gone for? What do you think you're going for? And why? So thanks for watching. See you next time. Press that subscribe button if you want to keep informed about all the choices. And yeah, see you next time.